was locker room talk.
Hey, that's that locker room talk right there.
This was locker room talk.
Yo, we live, baby.
Yes, sir. We live. We live. What's goody? What's goody, ladies and gentlemen?
How y'all doing this evening? Walls P, we got a good one for today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We definitely got a good one. We got a lot of fresh topics that we're going to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back, relax, grab your coffee, and remember, don't call it locker room talk, baby, because it's about to get real up in here.
All right. Before we run this clip, I need to know your opinion. I need to know. Did you watch that
what we talking
Ngannou
about?
fight?
Yeah, I watched it.
I need to know what you think. What you think happened? Like, do you think he was robbed or what?
Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I thought he won that fight, yo. And the reason why I think he won that fight is because when he dropped him in the third round, going forward, I didn't see much that Tyson Fury did that would have, evened out the points, so to speak. So I believe Ngannou, for him to be an MMA fighter and go into boxing, he put up a better fight than Deontay Wilder did against Tyson Fury. Now, granted, I think in the beginning, Tyson Fury was, taking it light because he didn't think it was going to be that serious until he dropped him. Because you saw the look on his face like, yo, like, what's going on here? Like eyes wide open. I didn't think he was going to stay down, though, because he do got a tough chin. He got a solid chin on him. But at that moment, it was like, yo, I better, stop playing before I get knocked out here. But even though after the knockdown, Tyson Fury put up, basically did a lot better in the ring. He was being aggressive, catching them with some combinations here and there. But Ngannou was definitely countering, catching them with some blows and everything like that. And that is impressive for a guy that's coming from the MMA realm. And I believe he got robbed. I do believe, that the judges didn't want, somebody from the MMA realm to pull a heist like that to beat one of their elite or top contender in one of the weight divisions. But at the end of the day, I think that did boxing a disservice. The reason why I think it did a disservice is because if Ngannou would have won that fight, any MMA fighter that crossed over to boxing was going to be a mega fight.
True.
I think on the long term, that would have bought boxing way more money because MMA fighters don't make as much money as boxers. So you know how many fighters from MMA would have came in droves over to boxing? That would have probably crippled UFC.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that would have crippled them. And boxing also always does itself a disservice when it comes to fights like this, where it's like, dang, I felt the other fighter won. Because look at what happened with Marvelous Marvin Hagler versus Sugar Ray Leonard. That made Marvelous Marvin Hagler quit boxing, period. So too much politics in boxing, man. Yo, whoever's the better man, call it fairly. But tip my hat to Ngannou, because for him to never have fought a boxing match and get a split decision with the world heavyweight champion, that speaks volumes on this man, yo. And if he pursues boxing, I see him having a very illustrious career in boxing. He better not go to MMA because he ain't gonna make the amount of money he just made off of this.
He did say his next fight is an MMA fight.
Oh man. Well, I guess he liked the sport, but he'll never make as much money in MMA as he.
He's not staying there. He's not staying there. He want to fight. He want to box. That's what he want to do.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right.
He even want to put a round 2, but Fury's taking another fight.
Yeah. Oh, you got a clip for us?
Yeah, let's watch this clip real quick.
I bet.
On the judges' scorecards.
Well, I'm confident that I won that fight. I wasn't surprised for what happened last night. I knew that it would have happened. Hey, listen, man, I'm alone in this game. I just moved from another sport, come here, and then there is a structure, solid business, established business for people, and then you just come to rob that. You know, imagine that I would have walked out there with that belt or with him being defeated for the first time, and then what would I look for him? What would I look for all the people that are associated in his business? I know it wasn't going to happen, and even though it's going to take, but I think it's a shame for boxing, though. I think it's a shame of this sport, and those judges or whoever, they should be sanctioned. Again, I want to understand why those judges judge like that, because for me, to be honest, I don't care that much about that decision, but I think those kind of decisions mess up a lot of people's career. You know, this win could have been a win that my career depend in it, but what would have happened? You know, I went out there, I busted my ass up for the victory. I get my job done, and then this thing happened. I mean, again, I don't care that much, but I think for the justice, those judges should be accountable for their responsibility. And it's not only the first thing that I found that in this boxing world that is kind of like shitty. There's a lot of shitty stuff here that we're gonna point it out. I mean, I don't care whatever anybody say, what they do here. I'm just gonna kick into that nest and expose that shit out.
You see,
Yeah.
he shared a lot of your opinions.
Yeah, he basically said what I said, and I agree with him, yo. Like, people have been saying this about boxing for the longest, with the judges being shady and the way they're judging fights. Like, it's a lot of favoritism going on, you know. So unless they fix it, man, it's gonna deter a lot of people from boxing. But Ngannou, I believe Ngannou had that fight, man. I believe like he had it.
There was a commenter that said they split the money down the line. So he's like, there's no way Ngannou was going to be allowed to win that. Like, put it this way, Ngannou shouldn't have even been able to fight the champ. Like, you didn't have to work your way up and you get a shot at the champ. Like, that ain't cool. How?
I agree. But hey, they set up the fight. So if you set up the fight, make it on equal playing grounds, man. Like, you basically what you're saying is they had it predetermined what was going to happen. And if fans start figuring out that freaking boxing is predetermined, that's going to hurt the sport. You got people already on the fence with the judging and everything like that. So yeah, man, like, that's a slippery slope for you to go down, for you to slide down. That's a very slippery slope.
But boxing been dirty forever.
It has been. But this right here, I don't know, man. I don't know. Boxing, but you're right. Boxing has been dirty.
Here's the thing though, MMA, right? It's who beat who up. With boxing, don't forget, Mayweather don't be beating people up. He don't beat people up. He just makes sure you don't hit him, and then he just tap you.
Yep.
So it's not really
that shoulder roll.
Yeah, so it's not really about beating the person up. It's about not getting hit and landing the most amount of punches. So Fury did get that. He did. Like, he had a better scorecard, right? Like he was landing, from what I've seen, he was landing more punches, even though
he was landing more punches, but you got to understand what goes on the scorecards too. Power punches matter.
Of course.
Ngannou was landing more power punches. You know? So that, put it like this. With the knockdown, right? Which basically you lose a point off the rip. So let's just say that round was 10-8. Do you, in your heart of heart, feel Tyson Fury did enough to win back or even up those points?
You talking about throughout the whole fight?
Yes.
I mean, I didn't see that, but I'm not trained to judge that type of a fight, to be honest. I'm not trained for that.
Gotcha.
Because for me, I was like, oh, he won. I was like, how did he win? I was really shocked. I'm like, yo, Ngannou won this? I never thought he was gonna be. No, actually, I did. It's not that I don't even know how to explain it. It's just
listen.
But even though I knew he could, it was Fury though. When Fury get knocked down, he still get up. So I don't know. I think I was hoping he won. Matter of fact, I think it was more hope.
Okay.
I think I was
But
more hopeful.
but listen, you still were like fighting with yourself to think like who won.
Yeah,
It was still an internal struggle. So if you have an internal struggle and one of the opponents got knocked down, that's why a
and
lot of people look at it as Ngannou got robbed.
yo, to keep it real, Fury threw an elbow too in the fight,
Yeah,
and he didn't get anything deducted from that.
yeah. Put it like this. For the talent that Fury is, in order for me to have said like, yo, he won the fight, he should have won, like he should have dominated. He
He
should
did
have
look
put
out
a
of shape. He
dominating,
looked like he came in out of shape though.
but that's Fury. That's how Fury always
Yeah,
looked
but
though.
he looked
Fury is
more out of
always
shape than
flabby.
he ever
You think
looked.
so? You
Yeah.
think so?
When I was
Look,
watching
man.
before, I was like, dang, Fury, take this fight serious. I'm like, yo, he's gonna give you the work. And Ngannou, like, he's gonna give you the work. And then Fury, yeah, he won that. That's shocking to me. That's kind of
But
I don't know. I'm torn up between it. I'm torn up, but it made me. I'm now a boxing fan again because I stopped watching boxing. I stopped watching it.
nah, I'll be watching. I'll
Oh,
be
you still
watching
watch
boxing.
it?
I still watch. But here's the thing: even though Tyson Fury was was much heavier than normal. Look, man, Andy Ruiz was out of shape and was a champion when he beat Joshua. So
Oh, there you go.
you know what I mean? So you could be fat fit.
Nah, but how they call him? Fury carried his weight right. Like he put it on
Yeah,
you and it was good.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
not against Ngannou. Ngannou, he
yeah,
tried to stay close to Ngannou, but it wasn't working. Ngannou was
yeah.
kind of that
Exactly.
dude is
That's what I'm
jacked.
saying. Like Tyson Fury, like since he came back into boxing, other than the Wilder fight, the first Wilder fight, the only other fighter that really gave him a hard time was Wallen, Oda Wallen, I
Oh,
think
I
his
don't
name
know.
is.
I don't know.
Yeah. That was the fight he had after um Deontay Wilder, the first fight. And he had a cut on his eye, but he put that work on Wallen later on in the rounds or whatever, but it like Wallen put up a good fight. Wallen put in a good fight. But other than that, Tyson Fury been, pretty much
He,
dominating his opponents. But
he
yeah,
said
man.
Ngannou was like his toughest
Yeah,
competitor. And I'm
yeah.
like, what? Is you trying to disrespect the other boxers?
I see a future in it for Ngannou, man. I see a future in it. Brother, like, dude was holding it down. So, like, we're going into it. I thought, all right, there's gonna be another fight where an MMA fighter get pulverized, but he surprised me, yo.
Yes and no. Like
Yes and no for you.
a part of you had to feel like Ngannou could have taken him down too. Like, no?
Going into the fight, no.
Yeah. Oh no, you
Go,
thought it was
going
100%.
into the fight, no. Because watching Ngannou fight in the MMA, I didn't see he had the
True, the
skills
striking.
to carry over. Yes, the striking skills with the footwork and everything to carry over into boxing. Because I've watched Ngannou fight extensively in UFC. So, and those are 3 5-minute rounds. No, yeah, three 5-minute rounds, 5-minute rounds for the championship. And I seen Ngannou be winded, tired.
He was
So I
ready.
thought he would stand. Yeah, I thought he would stand no chance, but he surprised me. So big ups to him, man. If he gets back into the boxing ring, you got a fan. You definitely got a fan over here. I'll tune in.
Yo, before we talk about Skip Bayless, can we talk about
Yeah.
Dwight Howard?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
You heard
Definitely.
did you hear what he's like what he admitted to? Like, did you hear that or no?
I heard part of it, but not all the exclusive details. I was just like, yo, this is too much, man. Too
Yeah.
much.
See,
It was a lot going on, man.
let me tell it in my words, because
I bet.
I'm not gonna tell the whole story like it is, but
Yeah.
this dude, Dwight Howard, he met up with this one dude. I guess he thought he was cute, right? So he gave the dude his number, and then they were sending each other nasty pics. And then Dwight Howard sent, Ubered him to his house. He came to
Yeah.
Dwight Howard's house, supposedly Dwight say the guy knew there was going to be another man there, but the guy got there. He said he was surprised Dwight was there. So now Dwight is like, "Don't worry, it's going to be all good. Don't worry about it." So whatever, they're there. This other guy is like messing with Dwight Howard, but he's dressed like a woman, and the guy,
Drag,
man,
dress
yeah,
the drag.
yeah, if that's what it's called. He's dressed in drag,
Yeah.
and he wasn't with it. He's like, "Nah, I'm not with this." But Dwight's like, "You gonna like this?" So what Dwight, and you see how
Wow.
big Dwight is. You
Yeah,
see how
yeah.
big he is. He grabbed him, he pulled his pants down, and then he went down on him.
Giving them that Gawk 3000.
Yes, sir. Him. This dude did that. And
Wow.
you know
Wow.
what though? If a woman did that to us, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that as a
Oh
man.
yeah. Oh yeah. You like, oh, you kissing the heavens like,
Yeah. Like we wouldn't feel violated, to be honest. So
nah.
I guess in that community, they think the same way, I guess. Like, oh, you're gonna like this. So
Yeah,
he pulled down his pants. He, like you said, the Guac 2000, he went on in on him.
Yeah.
The dude said he did not like that. But Dwight realized he didn't like it. He sat him down, and then he started messing with the guy dressed in drag, started like, he's doing nastiness. And then Dwight forced him to have intercourse with him. Like basically he R-word him.
Wow.
Can you imagine like a dude doing that to you?
I thought the White though, didn't he say
It was consensual?
like he did everything consensual except for, forcing them to anything? Isn't that what he said to the courts?
That's what he claimed. That's what he claimed.
What he claimed. But the other guy is saying that's not what happened. He's like, yo, this is a big misunderstanding in the story here. Because the way I recall it, this is what happened.
Yes, he even have receipts.
Wow.
Like, nope. Dwight said he even knew that drag was coming through. So I'm saying, what do you think? Do you think if a person's gay and playing a sport like basketball or football, with the way this, the way we are right now, it's open to be LGBTQIA and all of that. Do you think a guy should just come out and admit you're gay?
No.
Oh, speak on it.
You know why? Look at what happened to what was it? Michael Sam? What was that guy's name? Was that his name?
Okay, Mike football?
Yeah. Was that his name?
Or Sam's? I could
was
check,
that his name?
His name's not that.
I think that was him. He came when he was coming out of the draft or whatever. He came out as gay, whatever, and he got on a couple of teams like practice squads and everything like that. But he never made it to an actual team. People who like come out in male sports and come out as gay, usually they don't last, unfortunately. And I think it's more so, you could call it homophobe, but it's like men, the way our brain is wired, we think sexually. We're gonna keep it honest. We think sexually.
Of course.
So if men that are in sports in the locker room and they're changing together, butt naked and everything, and you got a man next to you that's gay, you're automatically thinking, yo, this guy's undressing me with his eyes, or he's thinking about me like this. I think it's just second nature because we know how our brains operate. So I think that's why I don't think they should come out. Because they're like, owners might see it as a distraction because let's face it, they're all gonna say to be PC, yeah, I'm good with it. But meanwhile, they go into management when the cameras ain't around, and they probably complaining to upper management like, yo, or the coach or the GM, like, yo, I don't feel comfortable.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So I think it's best to keep it under wraps. Say it after you playing. Say it after your playing career.
But you know how hard that is?
I know, like, especially in the times that we're in now, it's like, well, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to? I understand that. But if it was me, I would keep my mouth shut and get that bag. Secure the bag. Once I get the bag and my playing career is over, then.
But Dwight's over there in China, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is he hiding it? Is it like illegal over there or something?
You know what? In other countries, it do be illegal. I don't know if it is in China, but other countries like they're not down with the LBGTQ thing. Like the LBGTQ community and a lot of them countries don't have no rights, you know? So they definitely got to keep it under wraps. I don't know if it's like that in China, but the thing with Dwight Howard, like, dude, you're no longer in the NBA. People don't care if you are or not. It's not like you're gonna make a return to the NBA or so or nothing like that. And even if you did, right now, it's at the point people do not really care about Dwight Howard like that. You haven't really heard about Dwight Howard until now. And I remember I was listening to Mason Cameron, and he was like, "Yo, everybody." Mace was like, "Everybody keeps saying, yo, we don't care, we don't care." No, in fact, we do care because you making it our business to know these things.
It
So,
actually is.
so yeah, so he was like, "We need to stop lying and saying, yo, we don't care, whatever this, that, and the third." But people are so open nowadays, like it's like, okay, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, if I was gay, I'd be getting on people's nerves. I'd be like mad flamboyant. I'd be all up in everybody's face. I why not? Like if you gonna be gay, just do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yo, you know what? People respect the ones that are flamboyant. Look at Saucy Santana.
I don't know who that is. Is that a
Oh,
rapper? That's a
what?
rapper.
He hangs with city girls and stuff like that.
No.
Hold
I'm
on a
saying why
second.
not?
Hold on a second. Yeah,
You pulling it up?
yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. You could but yeah, you could keep going on about it, yo.
No, I'm saying I would have been made
Oh,
flamboyant for real, because I would have enjoyed my life, no cares, whatever. Like to live in a closet, nah,
yeah.
not me. Like, nah. That's why I don't have problem with gay people. Like, I don't mind. You live your life. It's just when you try to force me to accept certain things, that's when I may like, oh, you can't say this, you
Yeah.
can't say that. I could say what I want. You can't tell me what I could say.
Facts.
Period.
Facts. I agree with you. Hold on, check this out. Um, I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but
filling out no more motherfucking job application.
that's Saucy
With
Santana.
the yellow,
Yes.
Fuck all that. Y'all hoes already
I
look
would have been
tired.
saucy
Oops,
Santana.
sorry.
Hoes on just a mess. Y'all
Sorry,
need to
it
put out
got
on
it
the
got
fans
it
account
got it
and
got
flip that
vulgarity in
motherfucking
it.
check.
Yeah, bitch, y'all need to start bitch.
What
Let me let me fast forward it to the part that I want to show you. But yeah, this like he is just flamboyant, man, and he don't try and hide it either. All right, where is it at? Right here. Check this out, man. Your man is mad flam, right?
Which one was a guy?
The one in blue.
Oh, I didn't see
Hold up.
him. Okay, I can see him. No, I don't want to
Him.
see him twerking to keep it 100.
I don't work jobs, bitch. I am a job. You don't
I ain't gonna lie
Yeah.
to you. No, no lie. If I was gay, I'd have probably been like that. What? But you know what?
Yeah.
Though? That's too dangerous, though. That's too
Yeah,
dangerous.
it is. It is. It is. It definitely is.
Tanisha said they should come out. If the other players feel insecure, that's their problem. A professional is there to play the game. But what you
I
said,
agree.
but what you just said though matters because yo, the owners, the owners
on.
could end that. The owners could be like, nah, like
Wait. Oh, I see what she's saying. Okay, if the other players feel insecure, that's their problem.
that is their
Yeah,
problem.
but it is their problem. But as an owner, am I willing to sacrifice my team, especially if the star players feel uncomfortable for
No.
a marginal talent?
But what if
I'm not doing that.
But what if the person who's part of the LGBT community, what if they're the star, superstar? Like, let's say it was a Jason Tatum, who's like, you know what? I am gay. What is you doing? What are you gonna do?
You know, we know in life there's always exceptions to the rule. We know of certain people got privileges over other people. Like it is what it is. Like, yo, that's just life.
So
Like,
you would have left him on the team. What if everybody like, nah, we do not feel comfortable. We need him off that team.
no, if everybody was like, if everybody wasn't
Not
comfortable,
everybody.
then I probably
Split.
would have.
Split.
Excuse me. If it was split, I would try and prolong it as long as possible. But if I see it starting to hurt the chemistry and we're losing, then I'm gonna have to do what I got to do, because now that's affecting my product.
Bottom line, yeah.
Yep, it's affecting the bottom line. So bottom line always matter. If they mad whatever in this split, but we still winning, I'm be like, look, man.
I think
y'all just better man up, and this is a new era. Like people we're gonna be amongst, like, I'll give a heck of a speech
Mark Cuban would probably
to
do
justify
something like
it. Like justify it. Like, hey.
that. That should segue us into that video with the WNBA, to be honest.
Yes. So a gentleman by the name of, what is his name? Travis. Richard Clay Travis. And for those who are wondering who is Richard Clay Travis, he's an American writer, a lawyer, and a radio host, and a television analyst, and a sports journalist. And he had this to say about women's sports, preferably the WNBA. The man said that a high school basketball team would be able to beat the WNBA champions. Here's that clip.
Said this for a long time. It is 100% true. A good state championship caliber high school boys team would smoke the best team in the WNBA. Let me repeat that, because it's true and it's important. A good state championship level boys high school team would absolutely smoke the WNBA champions. Give me a team from California, New York, Texas, or Florida. I would bet my entire savings in the bank that the boys' high school team would beat the WNBA team. Give me 25 or more state champions. Oh, because some states are small, right? Like, I don't know how many people play high school basketball in Wyoming. I don't know how many people play in Rhode Island, right? Like, some states don't have that big a population. So the state championship basketball team might not be very good there. But for the 25 largest states in America, every single one of those states has a state champion boys basketball team that would obliterate the WNBA champion in a game. Now, look, some people like middle school, low-level high school basketball. Most of those people we call parents. But if you love the WNBA, you can go buy your WNBA tickets and you can go sit courtside. For most of us, we would rather have $5 in cash than the WNBA team in our city win a championship.
That's disrespectful.
That's because the WNBA doesn't have fans. And it's not because the media won't cover the WNBA. ESPN shoves the WNBA down our throats even though nobody cares, because they have to do it as part of their partnership with the NBA. The WNBA's never made any money because people don't care, because women don't care.
That is true, because I remember on one of the What's the News episodes, I broke down the numbers when it comes to the WNBA, and they really don't make as much money. But before we get into that, do you believe top high school basketball players that are boys would beat the WNBA championship team or a WNBA championship team?
Yo, that tore me, because when he said it, I was just thinking about LeBron went straight from high school.
Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
Kevin Garnett.
So I'm thinking of guys like that. If you have guys like that, I don't I want to say that would never happen, but one of my boys, LJ, he was really nice in ball. Like he was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And this one girl, she wasn't even in great shape. They were playing a one-on-one and she was beating him. It was to the point he was blaming it on the ball. Like he was like, I think he said it's a girl ball or something. And it was like, it doesn't matter if it's a girl ball. I would think
Yeah,
you should
exactly.
still dominate. So I get it. They're state champions, the boys, but I don't know. Them girls really do have skills. Like the Sue Birds in them, they nice. So
but does one-on-one translate into team ball?
but that's what I think the women would have at like they would have. See, I'm thinking of their game. When I watch their basketball games, it's corny to me. To keep it 100, it's corny. I don't enjoy watching it. I just like they shoot funny to me. It looks funny. I don't see anybody yamming on somebody, so I don't enjoy it. But they be making their shots. They do have
No, they're definitely good. They're good.
They're good, but
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry, if it's like LeBron's and Kevin Garnett's in them, they're not beating people like that. There's no way. These dudes, you see how high these guys jump? Like they fly over people. So, and when I worked at this one place, Ranch Hope, it was with teenagers. Them kids, if like I was just smarter than them. That's the only reason I knew how to keep them from like running and jumping over me. But athletically, they had me. And I'm like, I was pretty athletic, but they had me. So it's like, nah, I'm sorry. I don't see the W. Nah, that's not happening. Nah, it ain't happening. I'd love to know what you think because I don't believe they would win. Sorry.
So let me get this straight. So these are a list of players that went to NBA straight out of high school. Kevin Garnett, Darryl Dawkins, Darius Miles, Rashard Lewis, Deshaun Stevenson, Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, Kwame Brown, Tyson Chandler, Jonathan Bender, Gerald Green, Monte Ellis, Sean Kemp, Lou Williams, Andrew Bynum, Al Harrington, Moses Malone, LeBron James, Tracy McGrady.
Nah.
So if you're telling me that, because if you're gonna look for high schoolers, you're gonna look for put it like this: put the best WNBA players versus the best high school talent that would go straight to the NBA from high school. I don't think the women would beat them.
It's impossible. Once you just list that off, it's impossible.
Yeah, I don't think the women would beat them. But if you say just like high school team state champion, yeah, I believe the women have a chance to beat the high school team state champion. Because if you take like the high school team that, let's just say, won Florida or won Georgia or something like that, it's not the best. It's not the best talent throughout the whole country. It's just that state had the champion. So yeah, I believe the WNBA championship team could beat them. But if you're telling me to grab a pool of talent from all across the country and then the best WNBA players, I think the high school students would win. Now, if you're telling me college, I think the college team can beat the WNBA championship. I think the best college team can, like the top 10. I think they possibly can.
I think we would pay money to watch that though.
Yeah, definitely.
Versus like college men, I would watch that.
Yeah, definitely.
Why don't they do that?
I don't know. You know why? Because I think I personally think it would, if the men were to win, it would seriously put a damper on the WNBA. Because people aren't really watching it as much now, and then to lose to a college team, it's going to probably make even people tune out even more, because it's like, what are we watching for? You can't even beat a college basketball team.
Yeah, but Serena Williams said she couldn't even beat like a tennis player. You remember like the 200?
Yeah,
man. So she didn't lose clout for that.
It's a difference between hearing it and seeing it.
Okay, you're right. True. If I watched
it, yeah, and plus, see, this is where I was gonna ask you, because this is where it's gonna segue to answer that question too. Do you believe that women should be paid the same as men in sports?
No, there's no. If you're not grabbing my attention, why should I pay the same amount for my ticket as as the NBA. Absolutely not. It's not as interesting.
Mhm.
Like that's their job. It's on them. The onus is on them to supply the goods. If they're not supplying the goods, no. And I think the only way they could supply the goods, they would have to be dressed scandalously. And I don't even know
Yeah.
if that would even work.
Mhm.
Like it may work, but I don't think so.
See, I don't believe that they should be paid equal footing.
Mhm.
For WNBA, so to speak, is just not garnering that much ratings, which means it's not generating that much revenue. And I hear women screaming, hey, they should get paid equally. But the problem is most women aren't even watching it. The ones who are screaming they need equal play, are you watching it? Are you looking to support it? Tennis did it smart where they got equal pay there, but I still don't agree they should get equal pay. The reason why tennis was able to make it happen is because like the grand slams, the women play alongside with the men. So when Roger Federer is playing, the next match coming on is Naomi Osaka or Serena Williams. So they're on the same venue. So if you pay for your ticket to go see the US Open, that's going to be men and women, a mixture of, of the matches. So it garners, the same amount of money. Where I disagree that women get same amount of money is for the smaller tournaments, it's the best of 3 for men and women. But for the majors, it's the best of 5 for men, and it's still the best of 3 for women. So why are you
And they
getting
still get paid
equal
the
pay?
same?
Yes. Why are you getting equal pay for doing half the work? I don't agree with that. If you're gonna get paid equal pay, the women need to play the best of 5.
But are the women drawing in more people though? Like it are
The
people
women
going there to
are.
see Naoki? Like
I mean, don't get me wrong. The headliners, like we all know, like there is big names in tennis, but they're not as big as Serena, as Venus, even now Coco Gauff. What's her name?
Sharapova
Was
still there?
Sloane Stevens was a big name. Sharapova was a big name. Who else? Wozniacki, Caroline Wozniacki was a big name. So, you had some big names that would, draw a crowd. But right now, it's a younger generation coming in, and the main person that holds like a big name is Coco Gauff because she's like a replica of Serena, where she came in young and she won a major around the same age as Serena, which was around 19 years old because she just won the US Open. So
Nice.
she's a big name. Coco Gauff is a big name. And she's black too. Sloane Stevens, people thought she was gonna be the next, Serena because she won the US Open and she showed promise, but she kind of tailed off or whatever. So the women of today don't hold that name like the Clem Kleisters of the world, the Lindsay Davenports of the world. What was the other the woman that got stabbed?
Stabbed.
Yeah, Monica was it Monica Seles? Yeah, Monica Seles, I believe. I believe she got stabbed. Because in tennis, you used to be able to walk behind the players. Like it was an open walkway when the player, when they go sit down after the matches,
Mhm.
play the audience was basically in reach with them. You could walk past them in the whole nine. They didn't have barriers. And Monica Seles was playing her rival, Steffi Graf. And a fan, like a crazy fan of Steffi Graf, while they was, in their break, whatever, between the match points,
Uh-huh.
he ran up on her and stabbed her. Yeah,
Wow.
he ran up on her and stabbed her or whatever, like in the back or something like that. And she was like, "Oh my!" Like you heard a scream, and she was like, "Oh my God, he stabbed me!" Ever since then, to protect the players, now you see the barriers where they're away from the players or whatever.
Stabbed her with what though?
No,
Like a pencil
a
or
knife, a
a knife?
knife, a knife. Yes, That's how you know I'm a big tennis fan. I keep up with all this stuff, man.
Yo, but that I didn't know any of that, but that dude is crazy. Like, you got to be a loser to go stab.
Of course, to stab a woman at that, like, who you have no ties with just because you're a fan of somebody.
That's a
like,
straight up loser.
Yeah, and he ruined her career. Like, because after that, she made it to one more finals, and she played against Steffi Goff. She put up like a good match in the first set, but then she went downhill, and from there, her career was like, because she was never the same again. She was never the same. But needless to say, yeah, you don't have big household names like how you used to. Of course, the girls can come up and have a household name, but once Serena retired, like, that was one of the biggest household names that if you knew Serena was in a tournament, people are gonna come. Naomi Osaka kind of had that too, but she's been out because she just had a baby and everything like that, and she's scheduled to come back. But
she coming back?
Yeah, she's coming back. But I still don't think they should get equal pay because you're doing half the work. That's just my opinion on it. If you're gonna get equal pay, you gotta do five setters.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. So yeah, I guess we could segue into the next topic. What you got for us? Because I know the next one. I don't know. I don't know much of. I don't know what you're gonna throw at me with the skip. So I'm intrigued to know what's up with this one.
Nah, I'm gonna rehash old memories. I'm not gonna go to the oldest yet. I want to go to the one with him and Shannon first because I want to say something. I want to say something about it.
Okay.
Put your glasses back on. Can I finish? You're willing to take a personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year? Well, because you just go ahead. You disrespect him. It's just.
All right, you heard him. He said you took a personal shot, and the personal shot was he said he was better than him, right?
Yes.
Now I want to go to the video with him and Chris Carter. What I'm gonna want you to do is after you watch it, I want you to let me know. Who do you feel is taking personal shots? Skip or Chris Carter?
Transformation with 5-6 minutes to go in the game. With 5-6 minutes to go in the game. When they do unleash, and I'm being serious about this, that's a whole different player than
This is the thing, though. You're giving Tebow too much credit as a competitor, though. Like, he's no more a competitor than me or anyone else don't.
Oh, no commercial.
Team to a lot of wins? I don't know.
Okay, I gotta pause it here.
Sorry about that.
A commercial ruined it. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Defensive lineman or linebacker hit him and he fumbled. So don't get carried away with that.
But a lot of teammates say if they think he's divinely there's the divine force of nature here, then maybe it's happening. Maybe they believe
So
that.
in the fourth quarter, what do you think Tim Tebow went to his teammates and said?
Okay, they saw him go 18 for 24 for 191 yards. That's what I'm talking about.
Question. I asked you.
Okay, but I'm saying they see him
You said
play.
he's leading these guys.
He's making plays.
Is he saying anything? Is he saying anything?
He's making plays. No, he doesn't say anything.
So he's just leading silently.
Yeah, but he's totally cool and calm. They see the body language.
So me being on the NFL field and playing and being a starter and a premier player
and worthy of the Hall of Fame, by the way, but
a Christian and a leader, my experience don't matter.
Okay, but you've dismissed him. You say he can't play in the league. You told me that repeatedly. You said he's not a starter in the league.
That's not a starter. There's plenty of other players besides the starter. Okay, that's 6 weeks ago. You need to move on till today.
You need to move on. What does he do every fourth quarter?
You're right.
Game after game after game. They all say it. He's inspired the whole franchise.
So you covering sports all these years don't matter?
I just watch with my eyes. I've been covering it a lot longer than you've been playing it. I can tell you that.
And I give you credit for that.
Okay?
Man,
let's skip a little bit.
What have I always told you? Some of the worst judges of personnel are the best players. Michael Jordan's the worst GM in the history.
So now we also debate the fact that as reporters, when our objectivity is skewed for whatever reason, that might factor into the equation. So he's a player. He might be subjective because of that. You're a reporter. You may be subjective.
So you tell me there aren't bad reporters that have jobs reporting compared to John Elway with his skill level?
I agree. I've always had a good eye for talent. You can look at my draft record on this show.
So you discredit my ability ability to be
No, I'm just saying you're wrong about this one. Just this one.
I did play
You're
the
not
game.
giving him any credit.
I did give him credit.
Okay, but you're saying don't give him so much
So
credit.
in other words,
Ability to be
No, I'm just.
So you tell me there aren't bad reporters that have jobs reporting
Pardon y'all.
away with his skill level?
Like, I agree. I've always had a good eye for talent. You can look at my draft record on this show.
So you discredit my ability to be
No, I'm just saying you're wrong about this one. Just this one.
I did play
You're
the
not
game.
giving him any credit.
I did give him credit.
Okay, but you're saying don't give him so much
So
credit.
in other words,
You lifted the whole
hold on.
team.
So if we don't believe, all right, he played the game. I certainly have never played football.
Into you laughing. You laughed the last time.
Hold on,
What happened?
wait a minute.
You ate it again and again and again.
Let me ask you a question.
How many times were you wrong, Chris Carter? How many times? 7 times.
I know I went to 8 Pro Bowls and played 16 years.
Yeah, and how many rings do you have?
I ain't got none. You got same amount as you.
No, I don't.
Same amount as you.
But Tim
Have you
Tebow's
moved at
got a
all on
ring.
your opinion of Tim Tebow? Do you? I know you said
I
that he's
need
not
to
a
see
starter.
more of him.
All right. Sorry for the interruptions,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you were able to kind of get an understanding of what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so I need to know your opinion.
To me, it looked like Skip took a shot at Chris Carter, not Chris Carter took a shot at how make ring
No, sorry, not a shot, a personal shot I'm talking about.
Yeah, personal shot with the whole ring comment.
Then how's that personal?
Because he's made that focal point of the debate. Well, not even the debate. He's basically trying to debunk what Chris gonna say, not having a ring.
But was it Chris not doing the same when he said, but I played? Wasn't he doing the same, like devaluing what Skip is saying? Like I'm saying I played, so I know what I'm talking about. You didn't play. So how are you saying what you saying? Skip
I didn't take
kept
it
at
that way.
football. I know, but Skip kept it at football though.
I didn't take it that way. Because the reason why I didn't take it that way is because if I'm saying, yo, it's like if I'm critiquing a rapper, if you're critiquing a rapper and I'm critiquing a rapper, and I'm like, yo, this is what I see because I used to rap. It's basically trying to give you a inside perspective, not trying to flex my weight on it. It's like, yo, the reason why I'm explaining it to you like this is because I used to play. I've been in the trenches. I've been in the locker rooms. So I'm giving you an inside track of said topic.
Yes, but then when you
Take
went and
what I'm-
said, well, I have 8 rings, you don't.
No, he went and then he go and give his credentials, and then that was when Skip Bayless said, "You don't have a ring, you don't have no rings," and then that's when he said,
I
"You
went to
don't
8
either."
Pro Bowls, and he said, but you don't have a ring, and he said you don't either. But why do Skip need a ring if he never played football? Like, if I'm getting paid to talk about football, sports, why do I need a ring? Why do I need one?
The reason why he said that was because it was pretty much like a shock factor. It's kind of like when Skip said to Shannon, Tom Brady is better than you. Shannon soon as after he said that, Shannon Sharp said, I'm better than you. Then he backed off of it. Because it was like yo, you disrespected me on such a level. My automatic clapback is to disrespect you and like try and disrespect, like basically try and one up you.
But how's that disrespectful? If I'm critiquing Tom Brady, who is known as one of the greatest football players, and then I say he's better than you, which as a football player he is, for you to then say you're better than me when my job is to critique Tom Brady, it's to
because you got to look at the context. Skip Bayless tried to undermine Shannon because Shannon was like, hold on, I'm trying to remember exactly how the conversation went that made Shannon made Skip Bayless say that's why Skip Bayless said Shannon Sharp was jealous of Tom Brady, and Shannon Sharp was like, am I jealous of him? I'm a 4-time Pro Bowler, got 3 rings, whatever. I'm in the Hall of Fame. And then Skip was like, so what? He's better than you.
You're saying those
So
are personal shots, though.
What's that?
You're saying those are personal shots, even though they're apples to apples, where you're playing the sport. So I'm saying you're probably saying that because you're jealous. That's why you're saying it. That you're saying that's personal. How's that personal when I'm keeping it to the sport? I'm not saying you're jealous because his wife is more beautiful than your girlfriend or your wife. That would be personal. But I'm keeping it on football.
You're keeping it on. Yes, you're keeping it on football, but what does my analysis have to do with you taking a personal shot at me on my credentials, so to speak? Because it's not like like on the sense of Chris Carter, I can understand Skip coming at him saying, well, you have no rings, because Chris Carter threw his credentials out there. Shannon Sharp didn't throw his credentials out there. Skip said you're jealous of him. And he's like, jealous of him for what? I put my time in football. I'm comfortable with that. I'm retired. I'm not trying to talk bad about this man because I'm jealous of him. I'm literally critiquing him on the game that he just had. Because Shannon always say, I'm not saying throwing shade on him, saying, oh, he sucked, he's a bad this. He's giving critique on the game that he currently had.
But just because he's saying that doesn't mean that's what it is. Just because you're saying I'm not hating, I'm just pointing that doesn't mean anything. You could be hating for all we know. Like, how do we know how we taking Shannon's words for what it is?
Because watching the show as religiously as I do the same way Shannon Sharp critique Tom Brady or anybody that's playing bad is the same way he critique any other player that's playing bad. And this is the same man. This is the same man who literally says Travis Kelce is the GOAT tight end, the position that he played. So if you can have that wherewithal to name somebody better than you at the
That's clearly better than you,
position
though.
that you played, yeah, but still, how many people say, like, for instance, Paul Pierce recently say he was better than LeBron James or some shenanigan
he
that?
definitely retracted that because he put LeBron James on Jordan's level. He even at one point said LeBron was better than Jordan. He retracted all of that.
But still, he said it.
I don't know if he said. I'm just saying. I heard him say LeBron is on a different echelon than him. He said LeBron was having problems playing against him. That remember when they played and they beat the Cavaliers?
Yeah,
he was saying that he was giving LeBron the work, and which he was. LeBron was young LeBron. He was giving him the work, but he didn't say I'm better than him. He knew that's false. He thought back in the day he was better than LeBron. Now he knows he ain't better than LeBron. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. Most players, they feel like nobody's better than them. They feel like if they're that confident about their talent, they'll never, like, they won't say, like, you think Ja Morant is gonna say Stephen Curry's better than me?
No, but Dame Lillard said Stephen Curry was better than him. He said that. He said he's number 2 best three-point shooter. Dame Lillard said that.
That's three-point shooter. That's a niche.
Yeah, but that's still
as a basketball complete player. You really think Damian Lillard think Steph Curry is better than him as an overall player?
That I don't know, but that's what Dame is great at is 3-point. That's what Steph is great at. For him to say, nah, he is the best 3-point shooter, you're acknowledging that you're not that, like, he knows the ropes.
That's like KD saying, yo, Giannis is a better dunker than me. That doesn't mean you're a better player.
That's different. If they're both, if that's what make both of them great, that's different. That you got to figure Steph and Dame, that's what make them great is their long range. He bowed down to Steph, and that's what make them who they are. Take that from Dame. You think Dame's that good?
Nah.
How? You compared apples to oranges.
Yeah, because just for the sake of saying that this person is a better 3-point shooter than you does not equate to saying, yo, he's a better player than me.
How? When what makes him good is 3-pointers.
I just don't see I just don't see it that you're saying this person, since this person shoot better threes than me, that he's a better player. I just don't see it.
Let me give you an example. All right.
Okay.
We're both all right. We're both good at bagging women. And I'm like, Walls got better wordplay when it comes to bagging women. What am I saying? I'm bound down to you. If I'm saying
No.
you talk better to them and blah blah blah, I'm bound down to you. No, I'm saying you're better
No.
at it. How am I not?
No, because if I have a better gift to gab, but you look better than me, all you're saying is you have the better gift to gab to speak to them. That doesn't mean that I'm pulling more women than you.
But you're pulling them. Yes, that's you doing that though. That would be you doing that. Like we're both going out to the mall to get girls, and my wordplay isn't as sharp as yours. And I'm like, yo, Walls just got better wordplay than me. Like he's nice at that. I'm bound down to you. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm bound down to you. You think not?
I don't see it as
like they say, we gotta agree to disagree.
Yeah, I don't see it as bowing down to me. I don't see that.
How?
I just
the way
don't.
you're
Put
saying
it like
is
that.
if LeBron says Steph Curry's a better three-point shooter than him, but that's not what make LeBron good. If that's not what make him good, if my wordplay is what made me nice, but I'm like Walls have better wordplay than me, I am bound down to you because that's what make Dame Lillard nice. Is his three-point shot. That's what make him nice. And he's like, nah, Steph, that's Steph. He's like, I'm number 2. Like, who's gonna?
So let me ask you this. So you think for a second, Dominique Wilkins say, yo, in my prime, Vince Carter in his prime was a better dunker than me. You really think that means Dominique Wilkins think Vince Carter was a better player than him? Absolutely not.
But he said Jordan is better than him, though. Dominique Wilkins said Jordan.
I said Dominique.
No, I know what you said, but you said
yes.
nobody want to admit it. And I'm saying if he admitted Jordan's better than him, like people will admit it if they think you better.
But here's the thing. With Dominique Wilkins didn't believe Jordan was a better dunker than him.
Nah, he didn't.
Exactly. So if Dominique Wilkins,
I said I don't think he did. I can't say he didn't because I don't know, but I don't think he did.
Yeah, because even though Jordan won that second dunk contest, people are like, yo, realistically, like overall, Dominique was killing him.
He
was robbed. Yeah. So by your logic, Dominique Wilkins, if Dominique
that's not
Wilkins
what made Jordan, that's not what made MJ though. That's not, it wasn't just his dunk, it was his killer will. Like let's say if Kobe said MJ had the Mamba mentality that was more fierce than me. Like that's him bound down to MJ if he said that. No? If Kobe said that, no?
The more Mamba mentality?
Like, I don't know how to say that correctly, but if he said Jordan had a bigger killer will than he did, and that's what made Kobe. You know that's what made Kobe. He was a killer. If he said Jordan was more of a killer than me, that's not him bound down to that.
So let me ask you this. So you think so you think if Iverson say Kyrie have better handles than me, you think Iverson think Kyrie's a better player than him?
I would.
There's no way.
Iverson been bound down to people. There's people he's been saying is better than him.
AI saying people's better than him. I believe he's being PC about it.
I mean, but
because even Tom Brady probably could be caught once or twice saying, yo, Aaron Rodgers has a better has a stronger arm than I do.
Good point.
You think that means he thinks Aaron Rodgers is better than him?
But that's not what makes Tom Brady. It's not the strength of his arm. It's the fast release. As soon as I hike it, I'm quickly releasing it. That's what makes him Tom Brady.
What are QBs judged by?
Tom Brady is judged off of that. He's judged off of his fast time and his quick thinking. That's what Tom Brady.
But you still need arm strength to get the ball down the field.
He didn't though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He didn't need that. That wasn't his game. Now let's say if he say Joe Burrow is a faster thinker than him and he releases the ball faster, I would be thinking he's saying he sees a better player than him because that's what makes him great.
I don't think so.
So wait, if that's but Aaron Rodgers is known for his arm. He's not known for quickly releasing the ball. That's not what he's known for. Tom Brady is. So of course Tom Brady can relinquish that. That's nothing. I could say that. That's nothing. But the fast timing, that's what made Tom Brady amazing. Soon as he hiked, he could read faster than any other quarterback in the field. Even Peyton Manning. But if he said Peyton Manning thinks faster than me and he thinks smarter than me, you're not telling me he's not giving it up to Peyton Manning? If he said that?
You think Peyton Manning process
No, I said
on the
if he
field
said
better?
that. No. As soon as he hiked the ball, Tom Brady normally already know, like, all right, he's boom, quickly get it to you. That's what made him Tom Brady. But if he gave that to Peyton Manning, like, yo, Peyton Manning just thinks the game way faster than me and way better than me. Like, you wouldn't think like he's saying Peyton Manning's better than him? No. I
wouldn't think so. The reason why, him saying that, I think with him giving a PC answer, a politically correct answer, just to put him on a pedestal, but in his heart of heart, he's like, I'm better than this mofo. Because throughout Tom Brady's career, he would always speak highly of other quarterbacks. And when I say highly, you like, damn, do you think he's better than you?
But he wouldn't say that, though.
But Tom Brady was known for pandering to other quarterbacks.
But he wouldn't say he's better than, like, he wouldn't say, oh, he's better at that. He's not going to say he's a faster thinker than me, because that's what made him Brady. He didn't have the body. He was just so fast at thinking. So what I'm saying is he wouldn't pander that way. He's not going to say, you know what? He thinks the game faster than me. He's not going to say that, because once you say that, that's what makes you who you are. The three-pointer is what make Dame Lillard who he is. Steph Curry could do everything he could do, but he said Steph can shoot better than him. Then what else? What else? Like, because you could dunk better than him? Like, that's not admitted. Like, if that's what makes him, like, how not?
Because Steph Curry, I believe Dame Dollar believe in his heart he's better than Steph Curry, because Dame Dollar had less talent on his team and still was carrying them to the playoffs. If Steph Curry lost Draymond or Klay Thompson, they missed the playoffs.
Now you kind of
no. So what I'm saying is,
I'm gonna share.
You don't think Damon Lillard would notice that?
Would notice
That's what I'm saying. You don't think Damon Lillard is looking at it as, yo, this guy got more talent than me on his squad, but I'm still carrying my teams to the playoffs. And at one point, they was like a series shy of going to the NBA Finals.
I mean, I'm gonna share it with you just so you can see it for yourself, so you can understand what I'm saying, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying, but in my heart of and Damon Lillard's heart of heart, I do not believe Damon Lillard thinks that Steph Curry is better than him.
Damian Lillard says he is better than Steph Curry. You got it.
So I was right.
But that's why I'm showing it to you. You got it.
Okay.
But see, I ain't gonna hide if I'm wrong, though.
Yeah, all right. That's cool. I respect it. But yeah, I don't agree, that aspect or whatever. But all right. So
you see how I proved your case better?
No, you did, but I was convinced in my convictions that just because a person say he's good at this, whatever, it doesn't mean I'm saying he's better than me.
Nah,
it's like
when there was something you said where I was like, I could see what he's saying. But if Tom Brady did say, to keep it real, if Tom Brady did say Peyton Manning is a faster thinker than him, this and that. To me, you can't put that in the air unless you want people to admit that he's better than you, because that's what makes you great. Like that's what makes him great. So, but there was something you said where I was like, you know what? He made a point, and I was like, I don't understand why he ain't understanding what I'm trying to say. But there was something.
No, I understood exactly what you were saying, and what you said makes sense. Where it's like if a person, okay, what you said makes sense, but on the opposite spectrum, I just believe that if a person is saying this, they're giving a PC answer, especially when it comes to like playing sports, because athletes are competitive and their whole mindset is I'm better than you.
Then why do people be admitting MJ's better than them then? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Why is that?
What, his contemporaries that played with him?
Yeah.
Because if they spoke trash, then Jordan would destroy them.
No, but I'm not saying why they playing with him. I'm saying after they playing, where they like, nah, Jordan was just, he was this, he was that. I played against Jordan. Like Jordan was just the man. Shaq, like even Shaq, the way Shaq talked, Jordan was better than Shaq. Why
you
is
know
that?
why? Okay. When you're currently playing,
you
can't do that because it admits defeat, and you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're still competing up against the person. So it's like if me and you are competing on YouTube, I'm not gonna come out and say you're better than me. Now, once we get off YouTube and I'm done, we're both done with YouTube, and we like later on have a conversation, I'll be like, yo, June, you was better than me on YouTube, whatever. But I'm like, I'm gonna all turn around and say, but I couldn't say that while we was competing, because that's gonna make my followers look at me like, like I'm less than.
But if I see it, if I do see it, I see the person better, I can admit that. But I don't want to not be better. Like I want my goal is to be better, but if I see it, I admit it. Like I'm not gonna say I'm better. Like, no, like if I have areas I may say I'm better at, but if I see you're overall better, why would I say I'm better? Like,
because for some people, I know leveling up is the main goal, but if you're walking in saying you're better, like especially in a, because YouTube is not like a sport, it's more so like, it's not a sport or a combat sport, nothing like that. But if me and you are walking into a boxing match and I literally say, yo, June is better than me, I already lost the fight.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah,
mentally I already lost the fight. So if I'm going against you on basketball or football and you're better than me, dude, I already lost the fight.
I could see that.
Now I could fight to try and prove it wrong, but mentally you have a step you're one step ahead of me already. So now I'm gonna have to work twice as hard to gain that step back to get it on even playing field. And I think that's why.
I mean, I could see that.
Yeah.
Wait, are we gonna have time to move on or no?
Yeah. But I just want to put it out there. I did get your point. It was just the simple fact I can't believe for an athlete that they would just what's the word I'm looking for? They would just tap themselves out like that. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I don't think I think an athlete would be more PC and not just concede because of the competitive nature. That's what I was saying. But I got exactly. But I got what you were saying.
You said Shannon Sharp said Gronk and Kelsey was better than him. And
yes, because he's not playing.
Yes, even though he's not playing, he's still in the Hall of Fame, and they didn't even make it yet. And he was already like, "Yo, they better than me. They're going to pass me." And it's like Kelsey didn't pass you yet. Gronk didn't even pass him when he was already saying that. So it's like, why are you saying that?
Because he's looking at what they can like. Number one, it's easier for you to say that when you're no longer playing because it's like where like there Shannon's already at his peak. Kelsey can keep rising and rising and rising.
Facts.
And he's looking at the trajectory of where Kelsey can go. Unless an injury or something happened, he's like,
That could
yo,
always happen.
I know, but if anybody's gonna say this person's the greatest tight end from what they're seeing, especially with the position that he played, I would believe Shannon Sharp to say, yo, this person is gonna be the GOAT. Because before any of these people, Shannon Sharp was the GOAT of tight ends. So if anybody's gonna say, it's like if another small forward happened to come and do what LeBron's doing to next, at a higher level. If anybody's gonna say, yo, this person is better than it or is doing more phenomenal things than I did, it would have to be LeBron James. But if LeBron James don't come out and say it, we're always gonna be like, nah, he ain't better than LeBron James. He's doing some things like LeBron James, but nah.
Did Kobe say LeBron was better than him? I know they shooting guard.
I don't
small
think so.
forward.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But people, but most people just passed Kobe like Kobe was chopped liver.
I know, right? Which he wasn't.
He, of course.
Which he wasn't.
I used to be arguing Kobe. Believe it or not, I used to argue Kobe was better than Jordan. That used to be my boy.
Because they had the same qualities. Like, and this is the thing. The real comparison is Jordan and Kobe and Magic and LeBron.
Yeah.
That's the real comparison.
Yes.
So
but they're not it's GOAT talk though. It's not really just comparison.
No, I know. Yeah. But people always talk about, who's the better player, this, that, and the third. And it's like they have completely different skill sets.
Completely different.
You know what I mean? Like they have completely different skill sets. The comparison to LeBron is Magic Johnson, and Kobe comparison is Michael Jordan. But we all say the top two shooting guards is Kobe and Jordan.
Yeah, and number 3 is D Wade.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Even though his to me his parenting style is a little funny.
Yeah.
But
yeah. You know who would have been? You know who I think up there if they won a couple of rings?
Who?
Brady.
Shooting guard?
McGrady.
Oh, yo, McGrady. Definitely. Even how do you call him? Even old boy. Was it Grant Hill? Grant Hill had a chance
to be
forward.
He was a small forward.
Okay.
Yo, if injuries didn't derail him,
took him out.
He was a LeBron before LeBron. Not with the athleticism, but as far as the playmaking ability, But LeBron, of course, is way more explosive than Grant Hill. But
what you think about Anthony Hardaway though?
Penny?
You think Penny had a chance or no?
I think that Penny was on that route. I looked at Penny was like a Jason Kidd, kind of, but
why
bigger.
You say that? I'm at 3%.
Why? Because Penny wasn't really known for a scorer.
Okay,
he was really a distributor. He was really a distributor. And his IQ for the game, because like when he was with the Magic, he did his thing. When he went over to Phoenix, he did his thing. Like, yo, he had Phoenix balling. It's the injuries that derailed him.
That's what be getting people.
Yeah, yo, the injuries. And even when he came back, like even when he was playing from being injured, he still was effective. Still was a damn good player. Same thing with Grant Hill too.
Wait, let me ask you, because look, my laptop's about to die. Let me ask you before it dies.
All right.
The Nets, the Rockets, the Trailblazers, and the Grizzlies, they haven't won a game as far as I know. They're at 0 wins. Who do you think is gonna sober up?
Well, I think the Grizzlies. Once Ja Morant come back, I think the Grizzlies is gonna be the ones to get out of the hole.
Now
I think they're gonna rise back up.
Which team you think is gonna fall off with the 0 losses? The Nuggets, the Mavs, the Pelicans, the Magic, the Pacers, and Boston. Who you think is gonna?
I think Magic. They're too young. Yeah, I think they're too young. They got a lot of talent, but I think they're too young. Give them another give them another year or so.
So you think Pacers is gonna keep that run?
I think Pacers is because Pacers, like the last couple of years, was on that upward trajectory. Magic's is just now getting in that upward trajectory.
Look, I'm at 1%, but let me ask you a couple more till it die. Lillard.
Yeah.
Lillard, he went 2 for 12 the other day with 6 turnovers. Now, what you think? Do you think they're gonna regret?
It's just a bad game. It's just a bad game. Nah, yeah. I think he's gonna help. CP3 is better as a 6-man.
6-man.
Better as a 6-man, yeah. He coming off the bench playing against second units, he's gonna be able to dominate.
That's where he should
come
be.
Playoff time, Dame time he's gonna be on point. He gives the Bucks a closer, a person you could give the ball to and say, bring me home in the clutch.
Your boy Skip Bayless said he's not clutch.
He always say people's not clutch. He say LeBron's not clutch, and LeBron is one of the most clutchest player in NBA history.
He's just a hater, man.
So it is what it is, man. Skip Bayless, if he doesn't like you or he don't rock with you, he'll always find a way to undermine you. But if he rocks with you and love you, he'll fight tooth and nails for you. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna do it for this sports talk. See you guys next Monday at 9 p.m. That's going to be the new start time. As you see, June, his laptop died, so it's all good. But join in every Monday at 9 p.m. where we're going to have these sports talks, these debates. And as you see, things be getting a little bit spicy, but hey, we're here for it. And we're going to keep you guys informed with all the hot topics that's going on. And we're going to stay on top of the top teams in the NFL, the top teams in the NBA. And the fight game, the whole 9, we definitely going to be speaking on those things. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we will catch you on the next episode. And don't call it locker room talk, baby. Don't call it locker room talk. Peace.
Hey, that's that locker room talk right there.
This was Locker Room Talk.